Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. So the theme of this video is kind of like shoot from the hip, because I have no clear direction where I want to go. But there's obviously stuff that needs to be done, and I do need to talk to you guys about some stuff. And first of all, I want to say sorry that I haven't been posting in quite a while. I feel like I got into the rhythm of posting pretty frequently, so it feels kind of like a bummer that I kind of missed the mark on that. But I have kind of been dealing with something, nothing major or nothing like serious. It's just I don't know, and I know my brother has been struggling with the same thing. You know, you've been feeling like mentally totally fine, but like that's how I want to describe it, at least, that your body has been feeling depressed, like not a depression, but just your body. So being tired and hasn't really had the energy to actually do anything. So it's a weird feeling. I don't really know how to describe it better than that, but I don't know if it's the lack of sunlight or whatever. Like I live in Sweden, right? There's quite a well-documented case that during like the winter half of the year, a lot of people, you know, they get not good, you know. So maybe it's some weather related, and we've been having some sun, but the weather has been a bit iffy. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that there has been something. Better put on the light in the ceiling so I can be visible everywhere. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. Maybe I should go to the pharmacy, buy some vitamins or whatever, something to boost the body. And another reason why I haven't been filming was, first there was like the Easter weekend, which I didn't really have time to do anything, because I was going to my sister's place for lunch, which obviously ended up with us drunk in the sauna, singing songs from our childhood. And I was pretty hungover the day after. And then I kind of noticed something when I was gonna film, and that was completely out of nowhere, but my grass snake has actually passed. Like the day before, he was doing perfect. You know, I saw him, he was out cruising, and even when I didn't see him, I could hear him moving around. So, like, to my knowledge, he was doing perfect. You know, he recently shed, he ate not too long before, he pooped. So, by all means, he was doing perfect. And then all of a sudden, gone. And that kind of got me into like a super negative headspace. Like I've been struck by tragedy a couple of times lately, and you know, you kind of just start wondering, like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Like, am I such a bad keeper that like all the animals just pass away in my care? And you get all these negative feelings and thoughts and question everything. Like, should I even be doing this? Should I even keep the animals? Should I like do YouTube or whatever? Because I can tell you that I've had this channel for a little over a year, and during that time, I've been struck by tragedy more times than I have in all the other years I've been keeping animals. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me like, yeah, in some cases, I can see where I'm responsible, right? But like this with the grass snake, no signs of anything being an issue, and he just dies from out of nowhere. So yeah, I haven't been feeling in a very filmy mood. But I have, however, been doing stuff in here. Like, first of all, I took this enclosure back in here because I haven't liked that this wall has been empty ever since I moved it out. So, like, it just feels better to have it in here. And also, I moved the puff adders. Like, they used to be in there. Which is a kind of a big enclosure, and they don't really move around that much. And I know I've already talked about moving them into this one. So I did, and like personally, I think it's a lot better. Like they each have their own water bowl, nicer tree stuff. I mean, the male is in there. You know, he usually hides out in that, but he's not been in that one for a single second since I put them in here. And also you can see this gigantic spiral light. Because I bought it for the Vogels. You can see that it's very, very dull. But it didn't fit. Like, I was worried about that thing being too big, and it absolutely was. But I tried it out in there, and the light is pretty damn strong, so yeah, it's gonna be there. Yeah, I actually like the light. I mean, the camera is pretty bad at picking it up, alright. I don't like how tall it is, but yeah, it's fine. And I also moved the bamboo pit viper into this enclosure. It is a bit smaller. I put his old one here. Like, it has lights on it and everything, but it's obviously empty. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm waiting for inspiration to strike. But yeah, this it's a bit more green, more places to hide, and he seemed to really enjoy it. You can see him there. You can see how fat he is, because I fed him last night, because he's still such a weird guy who just refused to eat during the day. Like you saw in my previous feeding video, he didn't want anything to do with that. So yeah, after that I had to feed him at night, no problems. Kind of have to tease him a little bit, of course. And I fed him last night again, which was also a lot easier than trying to get him to eat during the day. Female looks, and she looks good. She's not as fat. She ate a few days before, because I was actually gonna do a feeding video. No, not really, but a video where feeding was involved or something. So yeah, I fed her, or maybe that was the feeding video. In that case, I kind of have to feed her today. So yeah, she's looking good. And actually everybody's looking good. And this guy is doing fantastic. So the plants that were in with the bamboo pit viper, so I put his pothos in here because I couldn't really fit it in here. You can see it's pretty green as it is, so, and he actually does have a pothos in the back there and one there, so he's doing good. Because that enclosure, I want to do something in the back corner, and I kind of have to do something about the plants. Because I've been feeling kind of guilty, you know, that he doesn't have enough stuff. I mean, he got plenty of little bits and stuff, but not a whole lot of, you know, really great stuff. So yeah, I've been beating myself up a little bit about that. But then I actually got to thinking, and how many cobras, like if you watch YouTube or whatever and you see people who keep venomous, how many cobras have you seen in a super bare enclosure with a water bowl, hide box, and like this dry ass substrate and absolutely nothing more? A lot of the time, not even lights. And yeah, when I thought about that, I was feeling a little bit less guilty. Like, at least he has stuff. He has a couple of live plants, although half of them are not looking too good. So yeah, I feel a little bit better about myself. And also, Pink is doing fantastic. Yes, you're a very nice little snake. She did something right there in the back that's not so nice, which I kinda have to do something about. Although it's, of course, really good that your snakes are pooping properly. Sometimes it's not just super fun to deal with it. Although it's not too bad. But you know, she's getting up there in size, so the poops kinda evolved with her, if you catch my drift. But yeah, actually, funny story about Pink. So, as some of you might know, I promise I am gonna stop yapping and do stuff in a minute, just bear with me. But as many of you know, I got her before the channel even started, and I got her in like a trade. So I traded a couple of my snakes and a couple of enclosures, and I got Pink and some other stuff like the saw scale vipers, the monocle cobra I used to have, and as you guys probably know, I recently got that rattlesnake, which I partially traded the Chinese cobra for. And you know, he's a cool dude, you know, so we've been keeping in touch, you know. He sends me a lot of good stuff on Messenger, a lot of good reels and stuff. But yeah, he actually talked to me about Pink, and yeah, we kind of pieced together this story. So his friend gave him, well, I don't know if he gave them, but he kind of took over. Like, his friend kind of produced some spitting cobras, and he was, I think at least, and he kind of pulled out of the game. So he took the snakes and then he kind of sold them or whatever to some dude, and that dude was the dude I traded with. So the guy I got the rattlesnake from is kind of where Pink comes from. So that's actually pretty fun. It's a small world. And yeah, speaking of, he's doing fantastic. He's hiding. Actually, my blind ass actually had to look for him, like a 3+ foot snake, and I couldn't find him. So yeah, I kind of messed up his enclosure a little bit. I had him out because he dropped a massive poop, so I had to pull him out. And I think I kind of messed up how his enclosure looked. So yeah, kind of want to redo this a little bit. And yeah, I haven't watched the footage. I didn't finish that video, but I have some footage of him out. If it's good, I'm gonna drop it right now. There we go. Kinda how it looked before. And yeah, there was a massive poop. like it was gigantic. But it's always nice to know that your animals are doing what they are supposed to do. So I can just get you here. Thank you. Oh, just look at that. Isn't he beautiful? Yeah, let's put this good boy back. Come on, buddy. Oh, slowly but surely. Gotta help you out here. Put your little butt in. Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he got a little riled up. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Great snake. Although he was bigger than I thought he was, so this enclosure will not suffice for a very long time. I'm gonna have to do something about that. But for now, he's doing good in here. Oh, you don't really fit in there, do you, buddy? Yeah, so gonna have to do some bigger caves as well. But yeah, that's for the future. So I hope that footage was cool. Like I said, I haven't watched it, so no idea. But yeah, I kind of need to do a little bit of a misting lash around with the arboreal gang. I'm becoming such a professional, so I remove the locks before filming. Only took me like a year to figure out that it's a little bit more streamlined to do that. Oop. I spooked this little one. Hi. Are you angry with me? Yeah, that snake has a pretty bad temperament, but since this is my favorite species in the entire world, I kind of allow it, you know? And I am not sure, but I would imagine that there's a shed coming up, because the colors are not looking as beautiful. I mean, I can't fool myself quite easily. But yeah, I think there might be a shed coming up. And perhaps a strike too if I stand here for too long. That movement kind of targeting the camera. No tongue flicks though, so it might just be a grumpy stare, which I'm sure a lot of us are guilty of doing every now and then. And they're there, so yeah, let's check on the Vogels. Doing perfect, looking beautiful. Such a sweet guy. I love that snake so much. And since I love that snake so much, I would kind of want to add some sort of background plant, you know, that kind of poops up, not poops up, but pops up at least, right here to give it a little bit more foliage, because this stuff doesn't really grow all that much or that tall. So I kind of want more green stuff up here. Yeah. And I kind of want this Spanish moss to take off because, I mean, it just looks sad. And I think I've overwatered it because it looks a bit dull. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Also, this snake is growing, so yeah, but I do have a soft spot for that snake. He doesn't really need a new enclosure. He is doing perfectly fine in here for a long time. I just kind of want to spoil him, you know? I know you're not supposed to play favorites, but I mean, he's perfect. He sheds and eats and poops like a champion, and he doesn't have a bad temperament. Like, this guy is pretty angry. These two, well, they're not super angry, but they do get kind of pissy when they're about to eat, so something isn't. Actually, this gal is in way bigger need of a new enclosure than the Vogels. I would want to put her in one of those so she can get some height and some kind of sturdier branches. I mean, she is doing all right in this enclosure. I just want it to be better, because that's what we want over here. I think that's good enough. Don't need to super soak any of these. Like the Vogels, I kind of mist in there maybe like once a week. And often when I film, because the fogger actually does the heavy lifting in there. The trig enclosure, aka the Sri Lankan pit viper, that doesn't really fill up very well, so you know, I kind of have to get a bit more brutal with this in there. Oh yeah, I gotta have to pull her out, so no need to mist. And I kind of have to lock up all these guys, so I'll do that real quick. Actually, before I get to pink, I am gonna have to deal with the saw scales. I kind of forgot about them. And we're using the hook because we got one of these sneaky little bastards right here. Are you gonna come out on your own? That would actually be super helpful. Of course not. No, come back. They're gonna be troublesome. I get it. Nobody likes to be yanked out of their home. So, oh, this hook is so weak. Get over here. So I'm actually gonna separate them in one box each, because I kind of need to check them out a little bit. Oops, sorry. Hey, you're looking fine. Did you shed? I thought it was the other one. But no, it was probably you. Maybe. And the reason why I am keeping them separate is because I need to really check them out, because, and this is something I've been planning for a long time, I am getting rid of one of these. They're awesome, but I really don't need two. I think that's the one leaving and that's the one staying. Because they are siblings, so I don't want to breed them. And to be perfectly honest, not even sure this is a male and a female. Could possibly be two males, which, as you might understand, could cause some trouble if they keep living together. And even if it was a non-related couple, one of them has a pretty wonky eye, so not sure if that's like genetic or something, but if your animals have flaws, you just don't want to breed them, right? So I'm gonna keep the wonky-eyed and I'm getting rid of the other, because although I love seeing them both together, it hasn't been without its issues, right? Like, they get so crazy when they eat. Like, they have struck each other, and more than once, I might add. And yeah, they have been kind of wrestling, kind of like two males do when it's like they fighting over who's gonna breed. So that's also one of the reasons I think it might be two males. So I am getting rid of one of them, which in a way it's super sad, but keeping just one of them is gonna be a little bit more stress-free. And yeah, I don't want these animals stressing me out more than they already do. Which they do occasionally, not too much, just when they die out of nowhere. And some other good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna need to really inspect them, see if I can see which one is which. I mean, that's fairly easy. I'm pretty sure this is okay. It's gonna be hard with the lid on. Yeah, but I think this is the one that will go. Really awesome snakes, though. But yeah, I'm not gonna get any cleaning done in here if I keep yapping, so see you soon. And off we go. And look who decided to say hello. Hi, buddy. Hi. Ah, such a good snake. And yeah, let's see. We can get these little worms back where they belong without any hassle. So this is the one I'm keeping. I'm not sure if you can tell that this one has a wonky eye. Please stay on the hook. Why are you being difficult? God damn it. It's like trying to hook water. There we kinda go. No, we're going back. Please be good. Yeah, there you can kind of see. I hope you could see the wonky eye, which you probably have seen before, because it is quite noticeable. Oops, sorry, did I spook you? And this is the one I'm getting rid of. It looks beautiful though. Boop. Oh. Great snakes. They're so much fun. Let's see. Let's take a look at the copperhead. I'm not gonna do anything with him in this video. It's just a pretty snake. And I felt like he deserved a little appearance in the video. And by the way, just look how cute that is. Resting, little head on a little tail. Absolutely adorable. Yeah, okay, now I'm just stalling. I need to get little pink out. kind of have to prep a lot to do that. At least when I'm filming. Because I need to gather up all these boxes to make like a filming tower. Because if I were to use a selfie stick, you'd only see this much, and I don't have that good legs, you know. It's not content worthy. So I'm just gonna set up this little camera tower real quick. Goggles on. Let's see if she wants to come out and play. Oh, hey baby. Ooh. So let's get you out before this little hide of yours falls back down, which it obviously did. Oh, come here, baby. Ah, she's getting so big. Could you say hi to the camera? Ah, I guess not. Oh, sorry for the inconvenience. You'll be back in no time. That was a semi-good pose. So I love this log, but it can create some troubles. She was trying to bolt right through it, so that went well. And just look at this. Oh, this is nasty. It's still soft. Pause. Holy crap. That was a close call. Oh, jeez. My heart is racing. Okay. I need to look for more poop and change her water. God damn it. Soft snake poop, man. That's disgusting. And I have, you know, my gag reflex is too easily triggered. Okay. So, got my bearings back, and yeah, I cleaned up. I did find more poop. None of which was as nasty as that first one. I also cleared out some of the mushrooms, which I've said before, it's not harmful, it's not bad, I just don't like how they look, you know? So I tried to clear them out, but to be honest, I am not winning that fight. You know, mushrooms spread with this whole root system thing. Can't remember what it's called, like mycel something. And yeah, I think I just have to live with the fact that this is a mushroom enclosure. Simple as that. I also trimmed the fern a little bit. There's some dead pieces. I didn't get it all because honestly that was a little bit too tedious for me. But cutting off dead parts of plants promotes new growth. And thank you Serpa Design for teaching me a little bit about plants. If you haven't watched Serpa Design, seriously, it's the most relaxing channel out there. But since I have like, what, 430 subscribers, and he's got like 2-3 millions or something, I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is. But yeah, guess there's nothing left to do but to put her inside. Of course, I had to poke my eyes with the side of the goggles. Yes, honey, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, would you Oh, wow. No. Could you please? I want the other end of you. There we go. And oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. She was in a big rush to get home. Hi, honey. Is it nice and humid and stuff? Yeah, but she's so great. Look at how fast she calmed down. No hooting, no nothing. No noise. Let's see if I can... Ah, there we go. Almost. Ah, she is so great. And I love that she is out exploring like almost every day. Like some days she kind of just hangs out, but most of the time she's really started to explore, which is something I've been looking forward to. And I don't know, if you have been following the channel for a while, you might remember the monocle cobra. He used to be in the bottom enclosure, and like a big, beautiful male. He was always out cruising, and you know, he was a real, what do you want to call it, display animal. And none of the other cobras have really been doing that. So I'm super happy to see that Pink is really shaping up to be something of a display queen. And I just hope this little dude, wherever he is, oh, he's right there. Can barely see him, but he's there. He's out. He likes that corner, hangs out there all the time pretty much. So we can't see him, but you know, he's a pretty small snake, so he kind of blends in. And Pink, she doesn't really blend in very well. Like, you kind of instantly see where she is, which is cool, which is why she's so unique and why I love her so much. And you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna call it quits right here. This was more of an update video on what's been going on, what's been happening a little bit in the snake room, some news, and all that. So yeah, I still have some stuff that I need to do. There's still some waters that needs to be changed, but I will do all of that off camera. And yeah, I'm also gonna feed the squams, which I'm also gonna do off camera because, you know, the female, super easy. The male, it's a bit of a process. And not even sure that he will eat, so I'm gonna struggle with that without, you know, trying to also get it on camera, so I hope you understand. But thanks for watching. You know, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said in probably the previous video, like the YouTube algorithm has been punishing me for some reason. Like people, I barely get exposed anywhere. So not a lot of people find their way to these videos. But for all of you who does, I am super thankful and I love you. I love the support. And don't forget to check out my brother as well over at West Bay Reptiles. And as usual, his link will be in the description down below. And until next time, take care and have an awesome day.